Hello everyone and welcome back to my movie review corner. I think I'm going to be changing this name to my spoiler alert review. So just so you know, if you see a different title, it's still the same channel, still me. Now today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Super. Shut Up Crime. Really great, really great. This is a James Gunn movie. This was made in 2011. Yeah, director is James Gunn, and he, if you know him, he was already directed Slither before this. Slither. If you watch that movie. Now, some of the same guys he has, actors. He has a couple of the same actors from that movie too, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, James Gunn. A little interesting fact as well, he used to work for Troma Entertainment. And if you don't know who Troma Entertainment is, it's probably the most independent film company there is. Most known independent film company. And independent, that means pretty much they don't have all the money that all the big name brand movie productions have. So they just make cheap films all the time, but it's good. It's the last true bastion of entertainment film, and I like that. So he was an ex-Troma guy who got into directing, and now he can direct his own movies. So now, and this, I do believe this is his second film, and this is Super, like I said, second film, 2011, starring Rainn Wilson. You know him from The Office and House of a Thousand Corpses. That was like his first debut into movies. Ellen Page, we all know good and well from Juno. Liv Tyler, who doesn't know who she is, Lord of the Rings. Kevin Bacon. I mean, I just need to say that name. That's all. If you don't know who Kevin Bacon is, you don't watch movies. And Nathan Fillion is also like a small role in this. You know, Nathan Fillion has done a lot of small roles in TV and movies. Serenity. A lot of stuff from Joss Whedon, if you know who he is. I like him. He's a director and he's a comic book guy. He writes comic book stuff. He created Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So, not Nathan Fillion, but Joss Whedon. But Nathan Fillion likes to do a lot of things that Jason Whedon does. And Joss Whedon likes to have Nathan Fillion on a lot of his work. And, you know. So there you go. There's like pretty much the cast. Now, we start off the film. Rainn Wilson is Frank and Liv Tyler is Sarah, and they're a married couple, and they're kind of like on the ropes about their marriage, and she, like, one of her old boyfriends really comes over one day to Frank's house, Rainn Wilson, and asks for her. She's not there, but like a few days later, 5 days later, she goes off to him. Now this guy, Kevin Bacon, Jock, in this movie, he's like a big drug dealer. So she was mixed up in that game for a while, and now like he got her back. So now this involves Frank to like go look for her, finds her with Jock and his like crew of thugs. And if you notice, one of the thugs is a Michael Rooker, and you know him. He's done a lot. Mallrats. He was in Slither, and if you watch enough horror, you like horror TV, then he was in The Walking Dead, like first few episodes. So that's him. And I should have already said this, spoiler alert, I've already started, but like, just if you don't like spoilers, just go ahead and fast forward to the end to my final comments or something. But yeah, I need to start doing that. I want people to watch this. But I am going to have to tell you basically the whole movie. Now, he goes and finds her, he gets beat up, obviously, and goes back, and he prays about it, and he has a sort of, like, vision. He believes he should, like, go and fight crime. So he goes to a comic book store where Ellen Page works at, and she shows him some comic books, and he, like, makes his costume, tries it out, and realizes he needs a weapon. And what does he have? A wrench, a big red wrench to go with his costume, which he's called the Crimson Bolt. Now, he makes the costume, does this, and follows, and on another day he follows Jock and Sarah to Jock's house. We're really is Sarah and one of the thugs to Jock's house. So now he knows where Jock lives and where to find his wife. Now, a lot of stuff happens between here and now. Like a lot of he does like reconnaissance and stakeouts, and a lot of funny stuff happens in between what I'm telling you. And really, it's really funny stuff. And it's a really good story. So I'm not gonna tell everything. I want to save all that for like you to watch it if you like this. So a lot of funny stuff happens in between there, like like the detective that talks to Rainn. First, Rainn tried to like talk to the detective to get the wife back, couldn't help. And now, since he's Crimson Bolt and causing damage on the streets, like detective's still looking for him again, but not for that reason. But Rainn Wilson thanks for that reason, and like. And the detective in this movie also played in the movie Slither as well. Like a lot of people played from Slither, but I like him. Like again, funny parts involving the detective, involving the thugs trying to look for Frank, the Crimson Bolt. Which one day he jumps the fence. A few days later, after all this, realizing he needs to fight the evil, and he believes that Jock and his crew of thugs are evil. He believes they're demons. So he wants to take his wife away from that. And now he jumps the gate, which is a big, nice yard, nice gated fence and everything. He jumps the gate, which in a ridiculous manner. He tries to like hook it first. It's so funny. And he's going around and he sees in the window and he like causes a disturbance, throws his wrench in, and they realize that's Frank, that's Sarah's wife, and they chase after him, shoots him once in the leg, but he gets away. He leaves to find Ellen Page at her apartment because she was throwing a party and invited him. And he shows up there in a trash bag, like neck to toe, just like wrapped in like duct tape in a plastic bag, so he doesn't show his costume to everybody. But she decides to help him, and he like shows her like who he is, and she already like thought he was the Crimson Bolt. But anyway, she freaks out because she's so happy. And, so she decides to try to help him, like, heal his, peroxize the bullet wound, which was a straight-through bullet wound, so he's good. So Libby coerces him to, like, make her his sidekick, Bolty. So and then there's more comedy, like action comedy ensues with them two going out on stakeouts and having to like bust people up. But that's just funny. If you like bloody, funny action, this is pretty good stuff. I mean, shut up, crime. It's like, you don't molest kids. You don't do drugs. It's just really good stuff. I mean, this whole movie is just filled with good one-liners and phrases you just want to keep saying like throughout the day. Now what was I? Now, yeah, they find out he's like they look for him. They went to his apartment to find and the cop was there, the detective, but they shot him thinking he was Frank. So now they have to deal with like a dead cop. And now they go to the gas station and Frank and Libby are there, so they kind of see each other and they get into an altercation, which goes out into the streets. And I just want to say, let me see. I'll get to that. Let me see. In the streets, like, he was able to take one of them down, and the other one's about to shoot him when Libby, Ellen Page, drives up in his car and crushes his legs against some concrete, just like, boom! And yeah, she's freaking out, yelling and cussing. And again, that's just, profanity is just hilarious throughout this movie, the profanity, especially from Ellen Page. Now, in the streets, you see a lot of people in the streets. I'm just going to say one time, you see Lloyd Kaufman. If you know who Lloyd Kaufman is, again, Trauma Entertainment, man. Trauma Films. If you don't know Trauma Films, look them up. And I'm going to be showing some Trauma Films here soon, probably my next movie I'm going to review. So I love Trauma. And again, he's ex-Trauma, the director's ex-Trauma anyway, so he's going to have Lloyd Kaufman. He had him in the last film, Slither. Anyways, just want to throw that out there. So they end up going back to Libby's house to like rest up. Oh, really? They go out and get like guns and ammunition to make bombs and stuff. Then they go back to Libby's house, and they just making bombs, and Libby, like, that night actually tries to seduce Rainn Wilson and actually rapes him. Rapes Frank. I just find this hilarious, dude. I find that hilarious. Well, he freaks out, pukes in the toilet, and believes he's seeing a vision to go, like, do this right now. Go get his wife. And so they go up, get out, and get ready, and go get his wife, go to Jock's house. They're all suited up, head to toe, with, like, armor and bullets, and Ellen Page has these two-bladed, like, Wolverine blades on both hands. And she's just slicing people. She's like, ah! Dude, that was good. Now, yeah, they go and start, like, shooting up Jock's ranch, and inside, Sarah, basically Jock, who's been, like, trying to be a loving, caring boyfriend, basically gives up her to one of the clients for, like, the clients just to use and abuse, you know what I'm saying, like, in a, you know, sexual manner. Basically, he wants her for that, and he's, like, there for drugs and other stuff. So he gives her, Kevin Bacon's character, Jock, gives up his girlfriend, Liv Tyler, Sarah, to this drug dealer who's basically just going to rape her. But it gets kind of stopped by the commotion outside, which is loud bangs and stuff. And there's this moment where they get shot in the vest, and they both go down, and the Crimson Bolt gets to look up at Ellen Page, and Ellen Page's face is just half off her head. It's a really good gory part, but honestly, it's a really sad part too, because you really grow to like Ellen Page's character. Really love Ellen Page's character, and it's really a sad part to see that moment. So, after that, he goes like Frank, that is, Crimson Bolt goes last action hero on their asses and just starts throwing grenades and everything, beating people up, sets the dude on fire, and then starts stabbing him like while he's on fire. That's good. He's able to pounce on the couple of guys left inside, and then he gets confronted by Jock, who throws Sarah at her. He's like, okay, take her. But this was a double cross. He shoots him anyway. He's down. So Frank's down on the ground, and the last thing he can do is like shove a bladed wrist, like one of those, a wrist blade into Jock's balls. Just like from the ground. His balls are bleeding and shit. Oh my god, that was a good one. And after that, he gets on top of him. Another little like thing happens. He just like stabs him to death. He's like, I won't know if this will make the world a better place unless I try. I just start stabbing him. Oh man. And then like he picks up his wife, puts her in the car, takes her home but he also picks up the body of Ellen Page, Libby. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention her name. Libby picks up her body, puts her in the trunk as well, takes her, and then it's epilogue. That's pretty much epilogue time, where Frank is talking. You just hear him talking, and then you just see scenes go throughout where like Frank and Sarah break up. But it's okay terms, and she marries someone else, and she has like other kids from them, and Frank realizes that he wasn't actually, it might not have been him, realizing that it might not have been him that was meant to be Super, but really it was meant for him to save his wife Sarah, to have kids, to have this wonderful family that she could never know, and she would have never known if not for him saving her that night at the ranch, at Jock's ranch. So that's a really powerful story behind this. It has a great, I can't say that, it's a great story. It's a really powerful movements in this film, and really it's just a lot of good in this film. It's a happy ending, but it's also a somber moment ending where it's just kind of sad because you're thinking about Ellen Page and what she did, and then you see like Frank's wall is like pretty much the last scene of just riddled with drawings that he did of like his life moments. So you see him and his wife, or him and Ellen, and that's a really sad moment too because you realize what's happened. It's a really good movie. This has cult film phenomenon written all over it. If you like crude, if you like just profanity and perverse humor and just action humor, blood humor, dude, this is a great film. It's rated R, like it should be, but it's just such a funny action film. It really is. I would recommend this to anybody who likes Rainn Wilson or action films, comic books. If you like comic books, watch this film. Watch this film. It's pretty good. I love comics, and it's just, I love this film. So yeah, you should definitely rent or even buy this. It's worth it. I think it's worth it for to rewatch it. And well, I think that's about it. I think this was a really good movie for anyone to watch, and it was a great story and a great ending. It was a sad story, but it was also a funny story. Now, there's sad moments, and there's also really funny moments, and those funny moments really are good funny moments, and I think you'll like it. But again, this was my review on the movie Super with Rainn Wilson. I hope you guys like it. Please put a like on the video if you do. Subscribe, because this is what I pretty much do, just watch videos and review them. And yeah, just send a comment, tell me how I'm doing or something. I appreciate your time watching my video. I hope this helps you to go watch it. Maybe I hope this gets you to go watch it yourself if you haven't. So thank you very much for watching, giving me your time, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon. All right, bye.